residents if they're using too much water.
Now your Fox Carolina First Alert weather.
Well, we have one more day. I have to deal with the 90s, and we get a little bit of a break as the 80s will return for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday, it'll come with just a little bit of rain, but the weekend should be mostly dry and temperatures down to normal for a change. So, you know, that won't last long. We'll get back into the 90s next week, but that's just how June goes. We get these at least little breaks from the extreme heat, and we do get the break at night, down into 68 degrees tonight in the upstate, mostly clear. Not expecting any showers or storms overnight or early tomorrow, but the afternoon could bring some of those. 63 for you in western North Carolina. As we look at the next 3 days, notice it stays hot Thursday. We take the edge off the heat Friday, but we still have a chance for a few thunderstorms, mainly south of I-85. So down toward Greenwood, Abbeville, Newberry, you're going to have the best chance on Friday. And then Saturday, clearing up and temperatures feeling pretty good. In fact, we'll have lower humidity levels, which really makes all the difference in how it feels outside. So let's take a look at future track. We're going to stay mostly clear overnight tonight into tomorrow morning, as I mentioned, but then here comes the afternoon. We're going to have a front, but it's not a really strong one. It's not going to be forcing in lots of heavy rain and really widespread rain in our area. But a few spots of downpours and scattered storms will be possible. And notice it's still not everywhere, even at 8 p.m., but a couple could get into the upstate. Unlike today, where it was all up in the mountains, a few could break containment and get into the lower elevations, but they would fizzle out as we lose the heat of the day. Friday, we'll still have the front close by, so we'll likely see showers and storms pop, but better chance will be farther south as that front continues to drop southward. So our next big thing, it's actually kind of tied to the front. It's going to be bringing us that chance for rain. That same front is going to help to steer what may be Alex through Florida and potentially away from the Carolina coastline. Has an 80% chance of development. It's off the Yucatan right now. Models are still resolving it. It's not a fully formed system yet, so they have trouble with it. But once it forms, we should get a little better agreement. But overall, really not too bad here. You can see that there's general agreement of it going somewhere from central to southern Florida with some heavy downpours. This would be around Saturday. And then it would move out into the Atlantic, keeping it nearly 300 miles off the coast of South Carolina and North Carolina. But it's going to bear watching. But what happens is the reason it stays off the coast, it's that front that's going to be bringing us some scattered showers and storms into Thursday and Friday. It will eventually set up shop along the coast and help to steer the storm away, almost acting like a little barrier, keeping the storm from moving due north. It'll help to push it out into the Atlantic. So Alex, or whether it just ends up becoming a depression, either way, looks like it's likely going to stay away from the coast unless something changes with the speed of that front. And that's a reason to keep up with the forecast. If you're going to be heading to the coast, good to really monitor that closely, because all it takes is about 24 hours of a change in that, and we could see something drastically different happen. But this weekend for us looks really nice. In fact, highs in the mid 80s, mostly sunny, less humid, and the nights will be cooler too. And looking ahead, we'll have some spotty storms developing again next week. That really is the theme of June around here. We get those afternoon storms, and sometimes they can be strong. Not expecting a whole lot of strong storms tomorrow, but certainly some heavy downpours and thunder will be possible. And then just a slight chance in the mountains for Friday ahead of our nicer weekend. Of course, you'll want to check in on the morning news from 4:30 to 10 a.m. Meteorologist Brian Bachman will have an update on what could be Alex by tomorrow.
Well, great news for North